Hello, everyone. I was out digging in my yard and I dug up a couple things, a couple worms. And so I've decided we're going to talk about worms. All right? I know you all love worms, especially that I know a lot of you love singing about the worm song. So here, I'm going to turn the camera here and I'm going to show you right now the worms, okay? So I kind of have them in the light right here. So I have, he's kind of a nice sized worm right there. Boop. Look at that. And then I have this worm right here. And unfortunately, I hurt the worm a little bit because I was digging and I kind of gave him a cut in the middle right there. Okay. So these are the earthworms, but I also, this is called a grub worm. And grub worms live in the ground. And, you know, of course, I respect all worms, but these grub worms, they are eaten by squirrels, chipmunks, birds, moles. I have moles in my yard because they burrow underground because they're trying to find these grub worms. They love them. And another animal that really loves to eat them are tortoises or box turtles. They love that, and they also like to eat earthworms. But when I plant my flowers in my yard, sometimes the next day I come out, some little critter has dug up my new little plants that I planted in because they know that the earth is a little looser and they may be able to find a grub worm like that, you know, especially a squirrel digs up and they just love to eat these things right here, okay? So there's the earthworm, and I'm gonna get this map out right now that I have about worms, okay? So we can maybe study a little bit. This is the part of the worm, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and just bring this poor worm that let me bring this worm over. I'll put him on top of the worm. The picture of him. How about that? There's a picture of me. All right. So this is called the worm map. And of course, worm begins with the sound of wah, right? And all of these little things all of those, you can see the light, right? Those are all called segments, okay? Segments. Like that's the word segment right there, and it's pointing to one of them right there. And then if you see also this part right there is called a saddle, okay? Which is kind of neat. You know, like you put a saddle on a horse to ride it, that kind of looks like the saddle on the worm. And then all of the little parts, and you can't see it, on the side are called bristles right there. And the bristles kind of help them to kind of move around. Now, this happens to be the head, and that's his mouth. And then that right there is his tail end. And of course, from the tail end, you can already see that he has pooped. Can you see that? And those poops are called castings, okay? And that poop is so important for our garden, okay? And since they eat dirt and poop dirt, that fertilizes, and not only does it fertilize and give nutrients like vitamins in the soil, but it also what we call aerates the dirt outside, so it has pockets of air which allows oxygen to get underneath the grass and the plants and allows the plants to be healthier, okay? And more water is able to absorb in there too. So there's our worm. Remember, the mouth, and his head. And then there's his, here's a saddle right there. And all of his bristles and his segments are all the lines right there. And there's his tail end. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the worm back in there. In just a little bit, I'll put the worm back on the garden, okay? And now, I'm going to read a story, and this is called Diary of a Worm, okay? And this is very pretend, but This diary is where you write something every single day. Okay? You just write a little bit. You don't have to write very much, but you name the day and then you write something. Okay? So this is called Diary of a Worm. So let's see what this worm writes about, okay? Here he is. He's written, this is a spider made this for me. Worm. Aw, how to spider web. Baby picture of me and Dad. Wah. Me and Spider. He has a friend named Spider. Okay. My first tunnel. Aw. And there's his family picture, okay? The family vacation on Compost Island. Diary of a Worm, March 20th. Mom says there are 3 things I should always remember. Number 1, the earth gives us everything we need. And there is the worm. It says me. And he lives kind of right there in North America. There's St. Louis, so not too far from St. Louis, okay? So number 2, when we dig tunnels, we help take care of the earth. Must make tunnel, help earth breathe. Number 3, never bother Daddy when he's eating the newspaper. Remember that. Chomp, 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 chomp. March 29th. Today, I tried to teach Spider how to dig. Huh? That's a question. How do you do that? First of all, his legs got stuck. I think I've twisted one of my ankles. Then he swallowed a bunch of dirt. I give up. Tomorrow, he's going to teach me how to walk upside down. March 30th. Worms cannot walk upside down. Boop. Nope, I guess not. Spider had to save him with his web. Oh well, worms do enough other things, right? April 4th. Fishing season started today. We all dug deeper. Okay, that's where he says, did you guys hear something? And there's Grandpa. He's taking a nap right there. Grandpa worm. Zzz. So they're staying way down because they don't want to be fish bait, okay? April 10th. It rained all night and the ground was soaked. We spent the entire day on the sidewalk. Hopscotch is a very dangerous game. Ah! Please don't stop on us. They were saved. April 15th. I forgot my lunch today. I got so hungry that, I ate my homework. They're eating trash. My teacher made me write, I will not eat my homework 10 times. When I was finished, I ate that too. April 20th. I snuck up on some kids in the park today. They didn't hear me coming. I wriggled up right between them and they screamed. There's the word screamed. Eee! And they ran off. From what? A worm? I love when they do that. May 1st. Grandpa taught us that good manners are very important. There he is, talking to his grandkids. So today I said, good morning to the first ant I saw. Good morning. Then there were 600 more of them in line. Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. How you doing? Good morning. Nice to see you. Howdy. Good morning, good morning. Oh, that's exhausting. A lot of good mornings. I stood there all day. May 8th. Had the worst nightmare last night. Ah! Giant birds playing hopscotch. Ah! Mom says, I have to stop eating so much garbage right before I go to bed. That can give you yucky dreams. May 15th. I got into a fight with Spider today. He told me you need legs to be cool. And then he ran. I couldn't keep up. Maybe he's right. May 16th. I made Spider laugh so hard, he fell out of his tree. Who needs legs? Thud. May 28th. Last night I went to the school dance. You put your head in, you put your head out. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself about. That's all that we can do. Because I don't have arms and legs, right? June 5th. Today, we made macaroni. We made macaroni necklaces in art class. Well, how cool. All it takes one, and then it's a necklace. I brought mine home, and we ate it for dinner. You're so talented. June 15th. My older sister thinks she's so pretty. I told her that no matter how much time she spends looking in the mirror, her face will always look just like her rear end. That wasn't very nice. Spider thought that was really funny. Mom did not. You got in trouble. July 4th. When I grow up, I want to be a Secret Service agent. Spider says I will have to be very careful because the president might step on me by mistake. It's a dangerous job, I told him, but someone's got to do it. Ooh, they look very secretive and important, don't they? July 28th. Oh, 3 things I don't like about being a worm. I can't chew gum. Okay. Number 2, I can't have a dog. Can we keep him, Mom? Huh? Can we keep him? No. And all that homework. Homework that says digging, soil, compost 101. All the things you need to learn to be a worm. July 29th. 3 good things about being a worm. I never have to go to the dentist. No cavities, no teeth either. Say ah. And number 2, I never get in trouble for tracking mud through the house. And number 3, I never have to take a bath. Who's my grubby little boy? August 1st. It's not always easy being a worm. We're very small and sometimes people forget that we're even around. There's his worm bed. It's a tea box. He's doing his homework. But, like Mom always says, the earth never forgets we're here. Other pictures. Bee stung me. Isn't this leaf awesome? It's a $20 bill. I found this really cool rock. It's a baseball. And Mom and Dad's anniversary. Ugh, gross. Mom and Dad kissing. Ugh. All right. Well, that's the end of the Diary of a Worm. So now I want you guys to come with me. So put the worms back in the ground, okay? So here we go. Gonna go outside. Got my flowers right there. Let me think. Where's a good place in my garden? Here. I'm gonna put the worms right back. I'll put them right here in my garden here, okay? All right, there we go, worms. All right, go in there. Go dig, 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 okay? All right, everybody. All right, this will be our final video, and hopefully I'll see some of you guys when you come up to pick up your things on Thursday, okay? Come by and we'll say hello, all right? I miss you. Stay well. Bye.